Well, hello YouTube. In this tutorial we're gonna calculate how many of these bathroom tiles we need to buy when we are putting them on a wall, or when we are building a wall, how many of bricks we need to buy. And to do that we're gonna basically get whole surface of wall and then divide that with the surface of one element. Very simple stuff. You probably know that manually from mathematics. And to simplify things even more, this is pretty much what we're trying to do. So we're gonna calculate surface for this big box and divide it with 100, which is surface of smaller box. So 30 times 30 is a 900, divided with 100 gives you 9 of these elements that you need to put on a wall. And of course we're gonna multiply that, if we wanna do that, with a number of walls to get total element that we need to buy. And this is very simplified stuff, but it is easy for people to understand what's happening. So that's what we are going to do in this tutorial. So let's roll. What kind of data we need to grab from end user? For simplicity reasons I'm gonna use integers. You can use double or float, but as I said, simplicity reasons. So big width, like when I was explaining, we are trying to grab this big number, big width and big height. Okay, just a second. Big width, we will not hard code it here because we want to grab stuff from end user. And also big height, okay, that is for whole wall. And then same stuff for one element, which is small width and small height. Okay, we also need to have wall number, because most of the people wanna calculate 3 or 4 walls, and if you are going to calculate like just bottom of the room, then you just need one wall, quote wall. But there you go, most of the people will buy for 4 walls, number of elements or bricks or something like that. So let's grab stuff from end user. Printf, we're gonna explain what is happening here. So end user needs to import big width, millimeters, centimeters, kilometers. It's really not important what's the unit here, centimeters mostly. Okay, and we're gonna scanf that. Of course that's integer, so placeholder d, and we're gonna put that into big width, and because I'm like extremely lazy, I'm gonna just copy paste this 4 times. This one will be for height, this will be for height, this will be for unique element, which is small stuff, small, and corresponding variables, small width and small height. Okay, hopefully I typed that correctly, I didn't mess something up. And now we need to calculate. So first thing we're gonna calculate is a big surface. Like, where is that thing? Just a second. Big surface, 30 times 30, generally speaking. So let's do that. We're gonna say integer big surface equals big width times big height, and also small surface for one brick or one tile or one element, generically speaking. So small width times small height. Okay, so we do have surfaces now. Well, what about number of elements per wall? Well, integer element per wall, we are going to get it when we divide big surface and small surface. So big surface divided with small surface. Okay, so this is for one wall, guys, for one wall. Well, what about if you have multiple walls? Probably you have. Well, you just need to calculate this number with number of walls. Very simple stuff. So integer element, let's say total, and we're gonna get that when we say wall number times this element per wall. And guys, that's pretty much it in this calculation. And now we are going to print it. We're gonna have some kind of differentiation, like a straight line or something, and one more time, and in here we're gonna have explanation and the results, what is happening. So element number per wall and %d, little bit of space, and concatenation with lm ends per wall. Okay, and another thing is printf total number of elements for whole room, let's say. Of course that's integer, and a little bit of new line, something like this, and concatenation with element which is element total variable. And well, yeah, that's it. So let me test what is happening with this test simple inputs. Okay, so this will be real numbers that we are going to put, and also 100 millimeters or 10 centimeters. This is just abstraction, generic stuff. So let's use those quote abstract numbers to see what's happening. So bit width is 13 of something. Let's say you can type 3000 millimeters or 300 centimeters. I'm gonna just say abstract 30 for simplicity reasons. Same stuff with height. And what about small elements, like width of it is 10 and 10. And if you see what's happening with the picture, you know immediately that we're gonna have 9 of them times 4 walls, 36 elements. So let's test that. Enter, and there you go, element number per wall 9 and the total number of elements is some bogus number. Let's fix that. Oh, I didn't grab wall number, sorry about that. So let me just add that. Printf number of walls. Okay, again that's pure integer. Scanf pure integer d, concatenation with, okay, where is that? Oh, wall number. Okay, wall number. And now we do have some real data to work with. Okay, let's test that again, like 30 and 30 and 10 and 10, and I was saying 9 per wall or 36 total. Number of walls 4, and there you go. Now we have our calculation. Calculation correct. Calculation, is that even a word? I don't know. Well, yeah guys, you can play around with this. You can export this into some kind of function. You can use some kind of approach to simplify this, but basically this is the same approach as when you're doing stuff on a piece of paper with a normal calculator. So really I don't have anything here to add, but let's use some real scenario here. Like my walls in a bedroom are like 200 and something like that centimeters, and 3 meter, and one of them is I think I don't know, like 25, and another one is also 25, and time of walls. So total number of elements. Well, obviously I messed something up. Oh, this is millimeters. I'm messing millimeters and centimeters. Oh, sorry, just a second. Okay, like this and this, and millimeters, how many? I think that one number and this one number, and number of walls 4. Well, that's, yeah, something like that. So you can use this to calculate bedroom tiles or bricks inside a wall, something like that. I don't know. You can play around. In any case, we didn't lost anything. We learned that even a couple of lines of code can be very useful for practical stuff when you're messing with building house. And I really don't like physical stuff like building houses. It's you must do that once in your life, but it's great pain. It's a big financial investment. I'm just sick of it, you know. It just eats budget, eats paycheck, and eats so many nerves, you know, doing stuff with all kind of contractors, subcontractors, doing stuff on your own. Absolute hell. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you didn't, share this channel with other people, and see you next one. Ciao ciao.